In this video, we're going to talk about how we can graph horizontal and vertical lines. So on the left side of the screen, we see that the graph of y equals b, so that's meant to represent b as a number. So like y equals 2, y equals -5. So y equals a number and there's no x variable there. So y equals b is a horizontal line passing through the point 0, b. So we can see that represented here on our coordinate plane. This white line right here is representing our graph. So it goes through 0, b, and the equation of the line would be y equals that number, okay? So one thing that I like to do with my students in class is I'll give them an acronym to remember. So for horizontal, I usually think of the word HOY, right? So now HOY, H-O-Y, H stands for horizontal, so that's gonna tell me what the graph looks like. The O is actually a 0, and that tells me what the slope is of that line, and we'll actually see that in the next video. That the slope of a horizontal line is 0. And then the last letter y, that tells me what the equation should look like, right? Which in this case is y equals a number. So if I see y equals 2, when I'm thinking, or if I'm supposed to graph that, I should be thinking, oh, HOY, y equals a number, horizontal line through that number. And then if it ever asks me, okay, now what's the slope of that line? Then we could say the slope is 0, okay? Vertical lines, the graph of x equals a number, so in this case we represent it as x equals a, is a vertical line passing through the point a, 0. So that's represented here on the right side of our screen. Okay, so now to remember a vertical line, I use the acronym VUX, V-U-X. So I usually kind of use those together and I say HOY VUX, right? So we said horizontal, 0 slope, y equals a number. Well, VUX, V tells me what the graph looks like. It's a vertical line. U tells me about the slope. The slope is undefined. Like I said earlier, we'll see that in the next video. And then x represents x equals a number. That's what the equation should look like, okay? So let's jump in and look at 4 examples here, 2 where we're going to graph horizontal lines and 2 where we're going to graph vertical lines. So number 1 just says we're going to graph y equals 2. So y equals HOY, horizontal line, through 2 on the y-axis. So I've gone ahead and drawn a couple tick marks here, and that would be where 2 is. So really to graph it, we would just draw a horizontal line through 2, and that would be our graph. That's it, okay? Now for number 2, it says x equals 4. So x equals VUX, V-U-X, vertical line, okay, through 4. So that would be right here, okay, vertical line through 4, and that would be my line x equals 4, right? Simple enough. Number 3 is y equals -1. So y equals horizontal line through -1. So that's going to be down here at the bottom, and that would be my line, y equals -1. The last one is x equals -3. So once again, x equals vertical, VUX, vertical line through -3. So that would be right there. And that would be my line, x equals -3. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to it, to graphing horizontal and vertical lines. You just have to remember when it's y equals a number, that's going to be a horizontal line, right? Because technically that means no matter what x is, right, y is the same thing, okay? And then when we have x equals a number, that basically says it doesn't matter what y is, right? X is the same thing, okay? So we go, oh, you know, for number 2, right? X is 4, right? So, okay, x is 4, y is 2, 4, 2. X is 4, y is 0, 4, 0, right? And those points are vertically aligned, okay? So that's how we can graph some horizontal and vertical lines.